Well, everyone, it's coffee break time. Sunday coffee break. If you're new to the channel, I do these. I try and do them every Sunday, but if there hasn't been much going on over the week, to kind of, I guess, report on or whatever, I'll skip a week to kind of get some stuff gathered up to talk about. During the winter, it's pretty slow, so my coffee break's going to be kind of probably every other weekend. Unless I have a lot going on, if there's some stuff going on that I want to tell you about, then I'll do them again every weekend, every Sunday. This is coffee break 6. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try and keep them going as long as I can, as long as I have stuff to talk about. A lot of times there's just nothing going on. I come out and I work on some crap, and for a little bit each day. If it's too cold, then I go in the house and get warm and come back out for a little bit and then go back in the house for the rest of the day. No heat. If you're new, you should know, or if you're new, I do not have heat out here in the garage this year. I'm hoping next year to have a pellet stove out here so I can do a lot more. This week I've just been kind of working on some stuff, some game systems for eBay. I did some stereo stuff, some receivers and cassette decks. Those will be coming up. I did the Keurig that froze over at the store when we had that real bad cold spell. I just posted that up, and everybody seemed to like it. So I'll try and do some more of that type of stuff as well. But I enjoy working on my stereo equipment. Today I just finished up a cassette deck, a realistic cassette deck. That one will be coming up. If I get enough stuff ahead again, I'll probably do a week or two of a video every day. Tell me what you think. Do you like videos every day, or do you like them 2 times a week? One a week, one a week and the coffee break, or too much, too little, too late? This week I had a bunch of stuff ready. I did a video on SCI. I was working on it. I did a video on a PA system that I had picked up, and that was a pretty good video there too. So was SCI. That one was working out really good. Working on it. Still problems, as usual with that type of stuff. But I shut my camera off, stopped recording to go over and get my hands warm and drink a little bit of coffee, and I come back and I hit record on my camera, and it said that it wouldn't read my SD card. So I took it out, cleaned it, put it back in, and it still wouldn't read it. I tried for about 5 or 10 minutes out here, and I couldn't get my camera to read my SD card. So I took it in the house and plugged it into the computer, and it wouldn't read it either. So lo and behold, I lost a whole bunch of footage. Two videos I know for sure that were on that SD card, the PA system and SCI. I think there was some other stuff on there too that I had to finish up some other videos, so now I have to go through my videos and see what's missing and what I need to get back out. The problem is when you lose a complete video on a piece, we'll say stereo system or whatever, you can't get it back because you went through from start to finish and fixed it. So it's just gone. You can bring it back up and say, oh yeah, see here, I fixed this. I just don't have any footage on it. This is what it was doing. This is how I fixed it. No, it's gone. You can't do nothing about it. So I had to break out my other SD cards, and they're smaller. That was 128 gigabyte that I had been using ever since I bought the camera 5 years ago. And it held up good. It just all of a sudden it decided to, I'm done. But I have two 32 gigs that I can work with. Those came with my backup camera, my Canon i5. This is a 200D that I am always working with, and then I have my little GoPro 4 that finally decided that it wanted to work again. And the problem with it is you get about 6 to 10 minutes worth of recording and then the battery's dead. That's what I never liked about the GoPros, is the battery life on those things. Let's just face it, it sucks. They're about half the size of the battery that's in my Canon. In my Canon I can record hours, probably 2.5 hours before my battery is depleted on it. And I have 3 batteries for my 200D, and then I have 2 batteries for my i5. The 5, it's a good little camera. It's a backup camera. It just doesn't take as good of videos as the 200 does. And I'll stay with my large cameras until I find a little one that works good. I'm not sure if I want to go the route of another GoPro. I mean, they're just as expensive as a big camera. The big camera, the only problem with it is carrying it around, and if you're going out to do some recordings out of the garage, it's kind of cumbersome to carry that big one around. It's nice just to have that little itty bitty GoPro with you, but I'm not putting up with a 10 to 15 minute battery life and carrying a boatload of batteries to keep the thing powered. But the 5, like I was saying, it doesn't take as good of pictures or good as videos as the 200. I like using the 200 in the garage. I can maneuver it around a lot better. Problem with it that I broke my tripod this week too. So every now and then I look over and my camera's slowly going down. Because the adjustment knob that holds it in place broke out of it. It's a cheap tripod. I bought that one at the auction. I have a real good one over there. Problem with that one is it doesn't have the quick release on it where you can just screw the base to the camera, and mount it real quick. That one you have to screw the camera to the top of it, but it's a good tripod. I have another cheap one around here somewhere too that I may break out and use it until I step on it or kick it across the room or something. This one I thought was pretty good, but it's pretty heavy. It's a kind of heavily made. It's just all the adjustments on it are wimpy. I think what happened is I was cranking that down and it still wanted to move, and I just kept cranking it, and then finally it broke the plastic out of it. The mount for the camera on the back side of it, where the quick release, it's broke, but it still holds the camera in. One of the legs is bent because it got stepped on. But the camera equipment gets a lot of abuse when you're dragging them around from here, from one spot to the other, or you got it set up and you end up stepping on it. And oh, the other thing, yeah, on that tripod, I broke the handle off of it that cranks it up too. So it's getting on its last legs, but like I said, it served me quite well. Let's see. We have been gaining a lot of new subscribers here lately. We went from under 2,100 and we jumped right over 2,100 pretty quick. And so we are gaining a lot of new subscribers for the channel, which greatly appreciate my old subscribers and my new subscribers. I know I don't thank everybody enough for subscribing to my channel. I'm just not put together that way, I guess, of always thanking everybody for subscribing, but I trust me, I do thank everyone that subscribes and watches and likes my videos. The comments are slow, which is okay because I know there's a lot of people that watch videos on their TV, and you know, when you're watching YouTube on your smart TV, it's kind of hard. There's no place to leave comments, and it's hard to find likes. And normally, once the video's over, on the TV, it goes to another video pretty quick, so you don't have time to, you know, really hunt around. You're sitting, you're watching a video, and after that one, it goes to another one, and you're very content. So I know it's tough to do anything on the TV, and a lot of people watch the videos on TV. So it makes it hard for the algorithm to kind of pinpoint what videos are being watched or liked the most, because you can't like them. Well, you can, but it's hard to find the like button. I've looked and I can't find it either on my TV, so that, you know, to hell with it. Later on, if I watch it again on the computer, on somebody else's channel, I'll hit the like button after that, because you don't get another like. Even if you watch a video, well, I should say another view, you don't get another view if you watch a video twice. That video only gets one view from you, and if you watch it again, it doesn't count as another view. But I think it does count as watch time on that video, you know, on the channel. But you don't get another view. So, you know, if somebody wants to sit down and they watch a video 10 times, that video only gets one view from them. But they do get watch time, and watch time is another big part of the algorithm, is people staying connected with that video and watching it all the way through, and not jumping around, jumping from the start. Okay, this is about this, I'm going to go find what I want to see, and then move on. That, you know, that's pretty bad on the video itself and the channel. When I start watching videos of the people that I watch videos of, I start from the beginning and I watch it all the way to the end. You know, because I enjoy watching what people are doing on those channels. I don't watch a whole bunch of channels. There's only about 4 or 5 that I strictly and faithfully watch every video of theirs that comes out, and none of them are really big channels. They're kind of smaller channels, and I just watch them, and I don't need any more to watch. You need to be working. I need to be working more than watching videos on YouTube. I got enough stuff to do, so keep me busy. Let's see. we went up to get the car inspected, my mom's car, get it inspected at the Ford garage. And we pulled in, we went inside of the service desk and handed them everything. Because see, my mom doesn't drive much at all. Every time we go somewhere, I drive. I drive her car everywhere she wants to go, and if we want to go somewhere, then we drive her car. She's right now because we don't have the money to get another car, so we just use her new car. She has a 22 Escape, nice little car. Anyway, we went into the service desk and handed them all the paperwork, and they looked at it and said, we can't use this registration, it's expired. It says expired? Christ, that car, haven't even had the car a year, and got registration, for the car when she bought it. She went and looked and went to the DMV and found out that we had been driving around since April on expired plates. Cool. Problem here in Pennsylvania now is they did away with the sticker for on your plate. That was to save money, as from what I could gather. You save money by not printing up those little itty bitty stickers that go on the plates. So, if you don't look at your registration, regularly to see when it expires, you used to be able to, you're walking up to your car to put groceries in it or whatever, and you look at your plate and say, oh, I need to renew my registration next month. Because they don't even send you a reminder to renew your plates here in Pennsylvania. At least they never did us. I don't know, maybe somebody else they do. Some people they do. So you'd walk up and you'd say, oh, this is May and I have a 6 sticker on my plate I need to renew. Well, now, without that sticker on that plate, you don't know. And I guess it must be too, because the cops couldn't read that little number on your plate or whatever. Now they just run your plates and see if they're good. So kind of surprising that we never did get pulled over for it. But just stood there and did it all on the phone, renewed it, and now we're good to go and got it inspected. And so, hey, crap happens, doesn't it? Okay, had to go get some more coffee. I do love my coffee. The only problem with drinking coffee all day is I have to run in the house quite often. But I can't help it, I love it. I had to go, see, I have acid reflux, and I went and seen the doctor about it, and he said that I had to cut out all caffeine for 3 months. And I said, okay, fine, I can do that. So I went a whole year without coffee. I wouldn't eat anything chocolate, only drank clear soda, and I wouldn't eat anything with caffeine or drink anything with caffeine in it for a whole year. And it helped out immensely. I'll tell you, everything settled down, and after that year I started drinking some coffee, mostly decaf and half calf, and nothing happened. Everything was fine. I started drinking full strength again, and everything's still good. So I'm back to full strength coffee. I still don't eat much chocolate anymore because of the caffeine, and I try and if I'm out, I don't normally drink soda. I'll drink, if it's soda, it'll be clear soda, usually Sprite, 7-Up, something like that. But most of the time when we go to the restaurants, I just get like raspberry lemonade or something like that, just so I because I know I'm intaking a lot of caffeine, and nothing wrong with a little caffeine in your life. But back to the new subscribers. If you're here new, you're a new subscriber, thank you again. The stuff that I work on the channel is I don't buy it just to make videos of it for YouTube. I buy stuff because everything I buy I sell at retail. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that I buy that does not, some of it doesn't need work done, it just needs all cleaned up and tested and made sure it works. You know, I don't buy stuff on the intention of it, or I don't buy stuff that is not working that I know of. Most of the stuff I buy is from the auction. I buy a lot of stuff there, you know, and at the auction, yes, you're going to get a lot of stuff that's not working, or you just get a lot of stuff that's been sitting forever and a day. So I don't buy stuff intentionally that's non-working to see if I can fix it. Because if I can't fix it, I don't make money on it. I have to buy stuff that I know I can fix and potentially I can fix. And then when I sell it, then I will make my money. That's why I never told anybody, or never got my Amazon link and started telling everybody to visit my Amazon link and yada yada, you know, to buy stuff on Amazon through my link so I can get a tip from Amazon for sending you there to buy stuff. I never, and I don't ask anybody to send me money. I don't ask anybody. Normally at the end of my videos I don't tell anybody to, you know, to subscribe or that. I do now tell people about my Amazon link because right now things are really tight and I could use the money if people would use the Amazon link. Right now all the stuff I'm fixing to sell, I won't be able to sell it until this summer when I open up the other store down at the outdoor market. Once that store is open, then the stuff that I fix all through the winter will be for sale down there. I normally don't take in a lot of customer work as far as electronics because I feel I'm not good enough to actually repair other people's electronics unless it's something pretty simple. Game systems, yes, I'm very confident on my old retro game systems that I could fix other people's because I've done that before. You know, the 360s, you know, and all the Nintendos up to the Wii U. I can repair the Wii U's, but the Switches I'm not familiar too much with them because I got out of it when the Switch came out. So I am confident that I can work on game systems for people. Unless it's, you know, some of the board level repair I cannot do. I never got into it because there was, at the time I was doing it, there was enough of that stuff out there that there was no sense in doing board level repair on a Super NES or an N64 and all that because, you know, if the board don't work, shit, I got, oh, excuse me, there's, you know, I have 10 more units sitting in the back room ready to be looked at. But now that I'm selling a lot of stuff on eBay, now I have to, now I'm doing a little bit more, getting a little bit more involved in them. But it is what it is. That's why I don't buy stuff strictly to do videos. I do my videos because I like doing them, and it might be interesting to somebody else if they're looking at maybe buying a certain piece of stereo equipment and they want to know about it. You know, I can at least my videos will tell them a little bit about it. Maybe not a whole lot, but at least a little bit about it. I don't see anything really going on next week because I think we got another cold snap coming in. It's about 23 or 24 out here right now. Next week I think it's going to be down in the teens, and we have some sub-zero weather at night. So I may not be out here at all. So there may not be a coffee break next weekend because there won't be nothing for me to talk about. Nobody's been giving me any ideas or want me to look at or find anything out. So whatever. I'll come up with my own crap and we'll talk about whatever I feel like I want to talk about then. So I think this one's been long enough. I'm going to cut it short, a little shorter this week because I'm getting cold and I want to go in the house where it's warm. And I'll sit down and work on this video for you. Normally, I record these on Friday because it takes so long for our internet to upload videos that I work on it tonight and I start getting it uploaded tonight, and then tomorrow sometime in the morning it'll be ready to be posted. So I can't record on Saturday because I'll never make it in time for Sunday morning. And that's why you always hear me complaining about living here in Bedrock. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Coffee Break number 6. And I hope to see you on the next coffee break. And oh, don't forget about my Amazon link. And don't forget to hit the like button. Until next time, see ya.